Life isn't easy, and it shouldn't be. You'll fall. You'll stumble. You'll take hits from all sides, and no one will extend a hand to lift you up. But do you know what separates the weak from the strong? Inner strength. It's not what happens to you that matters, but how you react to it. And if you don't learn to draw strength from within, you'll be just another person who gives up and fades away. The first thing you need to understand is that problems will come, period. Nobody goes through life without being tested. The question isn't if adversities will appear, but when and how you'll deal with them. Most people, they falter, they complain, they give up at the first obstacle. And do you know what happens to these people? Nothing. They stay stuck in the same place, living mediocre lives because they never learned to turn pain into strength. Now look at yourself. How have you been reacting to challenges? Are you accepting difficulties as an excuse to stop, or are you using them as a reason to push further? Because here's the truth, no one will spare you. If you want to win, you have to learn to face it. Do you know what falls really are? Lessons, tools, opportunities. Every time you fall, life is giving you a gift, the chance to grow. But you'll only take advantage of it if you stop seeing mistakes as defeats and start seeing them as steps. Falling isn't failure. Real failure is giving up trying. The strongest people, those who achieve greatness, have fallen more times than you can imagine. The difference is they got up every time. Each fall strengthened their minds, built resilience, and solidified their character. And do you know what's crazier? The falls aren't breaking you, they're shaping you. But you'll only notice that if you have the courage to get up and keep going. Remember, inner strength isn't something you have or don't have. It's something you build, train, strengthen. And, just like any muscle, this only happens through pain and effort. Each adversity you face is like a weight you lift. The more you challenge yourself, the stronger you become. But do you know what most people do? They run from pain. They avoid discomfort. They choose the easiest path. And that's why so many people are weak. They've never tested their limits. They've never left their comfort zone. They've never learned to fight. If you want to be strong, you need to embrace pain. It's not your enemy, it's your teacher. Stop depending on others to motivate you, to save you, to carry you. The strength you need doesn't come from outside, it comes from within. It's in you, but it only appears when you stop playing the victim and decide to fight. No one will give you resilience. No one will hand you strength on a silver platter. It's something you build when you face challenges head-on, when you refuse to stop, even when everything seems to be against you. Inner strength is what keeps you standing, even when the ground disappears. It's what keeps you going, even when the urge to give up screams at you. If you learn to access it, there's nothing that can destroy you. It's this strength that shapes the victorious man. And in the end, do you know what will remain? Not the easy victories, not the comfortable moments. What will define you is how you react when life attacks you. When everything falls apart, when you're on the ground, when no one believes in you. These moments are the true test of character. Either you get up, or you stay down. That's the only choice that matters. And if you decide to get up, every time you do, you'll be stronger, more prepared, more resilient. Inner strength isn't just what saves you, it's what makes you unstoppable. Now, an important question, how are your dreams? Dreaming is easy, isn't it? Anyone can do it. Close your eyes, imagine a better life, visualize extraordinary achievements. Everyone has this power. But do you know what separates visionaries from mediocrity? Action. A dream without action is just a useless fantasy. And let me tell you something, no one will respect your dreams if you don't do anything for them. If you want to be a true visionary, someone who leaves a mark, someone who achieves, it's not enough to dream. You need to turn those dreams into goals and work like crazy to achieve them. Do you know the problem most people have? They confuse dreaming with achieving. They think that just because they have big ideas, big visions, they're already on the path to success. They're not. The dream is just the starting point. It's a spark, a map, but you still have to walk the path. If you dream of being great but don't act, congratulations. You're just another hoarder of unfulfilled desires. True visionaries understand that dreaming is just the fuel, not the engine. The engine is work, it's effort, it's the daily action that turns ideas into reality. If you don't know where you want to go, how do you expect to achieve anything? A dream without clear goals is like walking in circles. You get tired, but you don't go anywhere. Want to turn your dreams into something real? Break them into parts. Create specific, tangible goals and take one step at a time. Dreaming of a better life doesn't pay the bills. Working toward the goals that build that life does. Ask yourself, what can I do today to get closer to my goal? And then do it. Don't overthink. Don't wait for the right moment. Just do it. Because time won't stop for you to plan forever. Everyone knows someone who constantly talks about their big plans but never does anything. Do you know why these people are irrelevant? Because the world doesn't reward talkers. The world rewards doers. If you want respect, results, and to live the dreams you envision, you need to act consistently. Each small step you take, each action, is what builds the difference between a visionary and an empty dreamer. Stop talking, start doing. Visionaries are those who treat their dreams as missions, not vague desires. They wake up every day with the mentality, what can I achieve today? And do you know what else separates visionaries from the ordinary? Intensity. Visionaries don't work for the minimum. They hunger for victory. They treat each day as an opportunity to advance, to do more, to build something meaningful. While others rest, they plan. While others procrastinate, they act. This intensity is what transforms dreams into reality. Dreaming without work is cowardice. Acting without limits is power. If you're not willing to work for your dream with everything you have, stop calling it a dream. Because it's not. It's just a comfortable illusion you use to deceive yourself. No one will fulfill your dreams for you. They are yours. If you want something, if you have a vision, the only person responsible for making it real is you. Don't blame others. Don't blame the system. Don't blame circumstances. The responsibility is 100% yours. The world doesn't care about what you want. It only responds to what you do. If you want to turn your dreams into reality, take control, make decisions, and work consistently. Every man dreams. But few have the courage and discipline to turn those dreams into something concrete. What will it be? Will you keep talking about what could be, or will you start acting like someone who understands that dreaming is just the beginning? Dreams are the foundation, but it's relentless work that builds reality. Real men know this. They don't wait, they create. They don't give up, they attack. Be one of them. And do you know the brutal truth? Most people live and die without leaving anything meaningful behind. They spend their lives surviving, chasing things that only matter in the short term, while true visionary men focus on something much bigger, impacting people. Your legacy is the mark you leave on the world. It's the impact that continues to resonate long after you're gone. It's not just about money or material possessions, although that can also be part of it. It's about how you lived, who you inspired, and what you built that benefits others. Want to know if you're building a legacy? Ask yourself, if I disappeared today, what would change in the lives of the people around me? If the answer is nothing, it's time to reassess your priorities. Men who leave legacies aren't remembered because they were rich or famous. They are remembered because they lived with purpose, because their vision was bigger than themselves. And here's the truth you need to hear. If your life isn't inspiring others to be great, you are failing. Inspiration doesn't come from empty words but from actions. It comes from example. When you live with integrity, determination, and courage, people notice. They feel it, and they mirror it. Want to inspire? Then stop talking about your plans and start living as someone who is building something bigger than himself. Your legacy begins with your daily choices, with the way you treat others, with the discipline you apply, with the effort you put into what you do. Every decision you make is shaping the impact you will leave. Choose wisely. If you're chasing success just to satisfy your ego or accumulate things that won't matter in 5 years, you're wasting your potential. Visionary men build things that last. They create foundations, businesses, ideas, and family bonds that continue to grow and impact generations long after they're gone. Want to build a legacy? Work on something bigger than yourself. Something that benefits others, that inspires, that leaves the world a little better than you found it. Because, in the end, no one remembers those who lived only for themselves. People remember those who touched lives, who made a difference, who created something meaningful. Here's the most important part. Your legacy isn't about you, it's about those who come after. It's about the children, the grandchildren, the people who will look at your life and learn from it, be inspired by it. You are planting the seeds now, and future generations will reap the fruits. And do you know what's most powerful? You have the power to break cycles. Maybe you came from a tough place, from a family without resources, from a history full of failures. But if you decide to build a legacy, you can change everything. You can create an impact that reverberates far beyond you. A real man doesn't just survive, he transforms. So, what will it be? Will you live like most people, chasing small things, wasting time on distractions and futile desires? Or will you stand up now and decide that your life will mean something? That you will build something that lasts, that inspires, that benefits others? Because, in the end, the true power of a man isn't in what he owns but in what he leaves behind. And it's not just about memory but about impact. If you want to be remembered, work to be worthy of it. Visionary men live knowing that every choice, every action, is shaping the world they leave behind. They don't live mediocre lives because they understand that time is limited and their impact must go beyond. If you want to be one of these men, start today. Stop wasting time. Live with purpose. Work with intensity. Leave something the world can't ignore. Your legacy is your greatest work. Build it with courage, wisdom, and determination. And it all begins with a simple but powerful decision: to believe in yourself. Before seeking external validation, a man must look in the mirror and see the potential he carries. Faith in yourself is the foundation that supports every step towards the impossible. When you believe in who you are and what you can achieve, your decisions become firmer. Doubt, which paralyzes many, turns into action. Obstacles cease to be insurmountable barriers and become challenges that test your courage and perseverance. Without faith in yourself, any plan is fragile. With it, even the greatest adversities become steps toward success. Faith doesn't eliminate difficulties, but it shapes the strength to face them, turning every fall into a lesson and every defeat into a new beginning. Believe in yourself. This is the first and most essential step to turning dreams into reality.